how to throw an axe. Let's get you doing this. So you want to throw an axe. Axe 101. What is up, guys? It is me, it is Wes from I Am Midgard Axe. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing awesome. So I am going to put out a series on how to throw an axe. Most of this information is going to be for beginners. It's going to be for people that maybe are getting into the sport or just wanting to learn how to throw. I'm going to help you guys out with a little bit of information. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned because we're going to go over all of that. Now, the first thing I want to cover in the series is axe handles, okay? Axe handles. There's a lot of different ones. There's one different to choose from, different shapes, different sizes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go over what I think is best for a beginner. What is easiest to throw in my opinion. Now guys, this is all coming from my opinion, okay? So with that being said, let's get into this. Now before I get into it, I want to let you guys know that I do something called real world axe throwing, okay? And what that means is that I don't do the whole like right foot forward with the like dart stuff. Yeah, it's not my game, okay? I do what I like to call real world axe throwing, which I said before is literally throwing hard with accuracy using everyday axes, okay? That's my thing. So keep that in mind. Now, when you guys go to buy an axe, for you beginners out there, when you go to buy your first axe, I'm going to give you a couple parameters to stay around because I think it's good advice. I don't hear a lot of people telling people about throwing axes and what they should stay around, so I'm going to do it. Okay. I suggest that you guys stay with a hatchet with a 14 to 17 inch handle. 14 to 17 inch handles are usually the sweet spot, okay? When I taught my wife and kids how to throw axes, that's where I started them out at, and they did all incredible with the 14 to 17 inch handle inside that range. Usually the head is usually weighted really well in that handle range, and the handle isn't too small or too long for them. They do really well with those. So that's what I'm going to recommend to you guys. That's what I used when I started, was a 14 to 7. I think actually I used a 14 inch hatchet handle, and I think I used like a $20-some fiberglass handled hatchet from a long time ago when I first started throwing. So yeah, 14 to 17 inches is what I suggest that you guys stay in the range of. I think you'll be good with that. Now, here comes the big kicker. The kicker of all this that will raise some eyebrows, cause people to go, huh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Wes? Well, what's that mean? Don't go with handles like this. Did he say that? Damn right I did. When you first start throwing axes, do not use curved handles with huge flared knobs at the bottom. That's right, I said it. Don't use them. Use handles like this that are straight, that don't have a ginormous flare at the knob. And I'll tell you why. Here's why. You have two things that are going to work against you when you throw an axe. They're always going to work against you no matter what you do. You just have to overcome them with muscle memory from throwing, okay? And what I mean by that is that the two things that are always going to work against you are going to be your bottom 2 or 3 fingers and this part of your palm right here, this pad on your hand. And here's why. The first thing, your fingers. When you use these curved handles with these flared knobs at the bottom and you go to throw, what's going to happen is that you're going to get what I like to call finger drag. I made that shit up. That's me. Yep. You're going to get finger drag, okay? And what finger drag is that when you go to throw your axe, your fingers are going to drag on the bottom of that curve. And when you drag on the bottom of that curve, look what happens. Every single time your axe head does this every time. Now, it may not be bad in some instances, but for the most part, you're not going to have consistency because when you're dragging, it's causing your axe head to flick, okay? And you may be able to get away with throwing one rotation and it's sticking. It may stick weird, but when you try to go back and throw it for distance, that flick is going to get worse as it rotates more and more and more, okay? So that's why I tell people not to go with these extreme curved handles. You got finger drag, okay? Next, that pad on your hand. Hey, that pad on your hand. When you go to throw this axe, when you use these wide knobs down here, when you go to throw, it's going to hit that pad and it's going to kick out like this. Now, guys, I'm not saying you can't throw these axes. This is one of my throwing axes. I throw it all the time. But you need to learn fundamentals first before you get into learning how to do all that. That's my personal opinion. So I'm trying to get you guys on the right track. When this hits your hand like this, it's going to kick. And it's going to do the same thing your finger's dragging, but your palm is going to be doing it now. So you have two things working against you when you use these type of handles. Finger drag and then your palm. So if you guys ever, when you're throwing, if you throw these type of handles, when you throw, if you see it doing something weird and it hits like this, or maybe it hits and falls, or it skips off and goes this way, or skips off and goes that way, it's more than likely because you are dragging your fingers on the bottom of that knob, which is causing it to, instead of coming at the target like this, your fingers and your palm hit, and then when it hits, it comes like this and hits in the target like that, okay? And that's probably why. That's probably one of the reasons why it may be doing that. So be mindful when you're throwing your axe, if you're using a handle like this, if you see it doing that, you really need to pay attention to the drag on it, okay? So what I like to tell people is to ditch the curve and get with a straight, okay? Your straight's not going to have that flared knob at the bottom, and you're not going to have that drastic curve at the bottom as well. You're going to get a nice smooth release out of your hand, okay? Nice smooth release, which is what you want. And you'll start throwing better. You'll see that you'll start sticking things a lot better when you're throwing, and you won't have that drag going on all down there at the bottom. Now, if for some reason you go to buy your axe and you can't find a straight handle and you don't know how to haft an axe, there is a workaround with this, okay? The workaround is to grab you a curved handle, okay? And all you have to do is shave the knob off and get it straight, okay? Pretty simple to do. Just shave the knob off or sand the knob. You can sand this flare down, okay? It's real simple. You don't have to stress out and go looking for a straight handle and go, oh, I can't find a straight handle. Ooh. Don't worry about it. If the only thing you can find when you buy your axe is a handle like this, don't freak out. Don't fret, is what they say. Don't fret. You can literally sand this down on each side, and then you can sand it down to get it close to this, okay? You don't have to freak out and go, I can't throw an axe now because I can't find a straight handle. Not a big deal, guys. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, well, I know how to do all that. Well, that's great. Good. Awesome. Some people don't know. And that's what I'm here for, is to teach people that don't know about axe throwing. So don't be telling me, you know, Wes, I already know that. Okay, cool. Just wait. Wait, guys. I'm going to get into a lot of good stuff, okay? So with that being said, I hope I was able to give you guys some information on how to pick an axe handle. I got some other videos coming out in the future. Some different videos on axe heads and sharpening videos, because I do a mean sharpening, and actually how to throw an axe. I got some videos on how to throw an axe, and of course I'm going to keep posting some of my cool ass throwing videos. I don't have very much. If you guys want to go see more of me, a lot more of my videos are on TikTok. I know how some of you feel about TikTok. Trust me, I feel the same way. But I got a pretty good following over there, and I do a lot of my axe throwing videos over there where I'm actually just like, they're like 15 to 20-second long videos of me doing cool axe throwing. I'm going to post those on YouTube as well, but this one's going to be a little bit more informative. I get to go a little bit more in depth with what I want to say and information I want to give. Another cool thing that's coming that you guys should be subscribed to me. You really should be subscribed to me. And the reason why is because I'm going to be doing a lot of free axe giveaways, okay? And the cool thing about it is, I'll make it real quick, is that I'm going to review axes. And when I throw them, I post videos of me throwing them, and then I'm going to make changes to them. And then when I think that they're good enough to throw for me, I'll do a review on them. And then after I'm done with everything, I'm going to give them to you guys as free giveaways, okay? And I'm going to do axes anywhere from like 30 bucks all the way up to 200 and some dollars. And I'm going to do one probably pretty regularly. So, I mean, if you guys, if anything, just subscribe to me so you can, pay me a little bit of support, and I can give you guys free axes, which is kind of cool. So until next time, guys, I appreciate your time. See ya.